Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott. I'm now continuing Jacob's thread of the alphabet thread, and we're on letter M. So if you don't know Jacob, I'll leave a link to his channel below. He shows a lot of really cool stuff, has a very eclectic taste. So he started this alphabet thread, and I think it's kind of fun. So let's get into it. Letter M. I picked Maniac Butcher, and what I picked was this three-way split that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. I assume it's Czech. Maniac Butcher is Czech, and the other two bands, Inferno and Cesarbil, are also Czech. Those two are still going. Maniac Butcher is done. Vlad, the guitar player, has passed away, so they're done. If you don't know Maniac Butcher, very savage black metal. Kind of unhinged, like it's going off the rails. Sometimes it does go off the rails, but that's kind of what I like about it. So for this, their track is called Metal from Hell. It's 21 minutes, and it kind of starts off with an original piece and then goes into kind of a cover medley, and then they do keep like doing like interstitials of that original riff that they came up with and coming back to it. But they cover not full songs, but snippets from Mayhem, Venom, Celtic Frost, Slayer, Sodom, Tor, and Master's Hammer. It's been a while since I listened to it, so I'm not going to try to remember what all the songs were. But yeah, really fun release and a really fun band. So check them out if you haven't. I picked some well-known bands, but I just picked like weird stuff that maybe you hadn't seen. So Mayhem, I've got this thing called The Return. I believe this is supposed to be their first reunion show from June 21st, 97 in Bischofswerda. I do not know where that is. Basically, this is unlistenable. This sounds like it was recorded in an airplane hangar, which maybe it had been, on a dictaphone that was buried in gravel. I got this at Milwaukee Metal Fest, and I remember somebody talking about it. And was like, you can't even listen to it. And the seller's like, yeah, but it's a collector's item. So I guess this is a collector's item. I don't know. Right, what do we got? Oh, another bootleg here. Merciful Fate, Brat Masses. So this is the Brats demo when King Diamond had joined the Brats, and they were still called the Brats at the time. It's 9 songs, and I've heard snippets of songs from at least those songs, those versions of those songs. I'm not sure if it came from the demo, but this is the full demo. So a lot of like Death Kiss, of course, is a Dangerous Meeting, etc. And then tacked on in the end, you've got 2 songs from what people think is their first show, with 2 songs that are not quite what they became, and then 2 more live tracks at the end. So if you can find this, it's awesome. Really cool bootleg. Right. I just pulled these out because I haven't listened to these in forever, but they're great. The Murder Squad albums, kind of a super group between Entombed and Dismember, with Chris Reifert contributing, I think, on the second album. So yeah, both of these are really good. 2001 and 2003 they came out on Pavement, I believe. Yeah. We've got I picked out this one, Meinenwerfer, with Alpenpass, a World War I themed band that since people are stupid and don't know the difference between World War I and World War II, they've gotten branded as those people and kicked off Bandcamp. But so this is like the A5 version that I got. This is kind of more their epic album, which I actually kind of like more than their last one that came out is super savage. It's almost hard to listen to. I've gotten into it a bit, but I kind of enjoyed this more epic style, more black metal, if I didn't say it or you didn't know, and just has the CD book in there. Kind of wish they'd went with a big book for that, but whatever. Then we got, this is a weird one. So I included it under M because it's labeled Mystery Band 1986. says Steel Assassin on the front. So what this is, the guys from Stormspell bought either a garage sale or some kind of flea market. He bought a reel of tape, and this was the front. So he thought, it might be interesting to listen to. So he listened to it and he thought it was really good. He wanted to contact the band to put it out. But there are two known Steel Assassins, and it wasn't either one of those. He couldn't find out who it was, but he kind of wanted to promote this to see if anybody could find the band. So what he did was, rather than sell it, if you made an order for it at a certain price point, he would send you a copy of this. And he put the name on all of them, so hopefully to discourage people from selling them. Update, they did find the band. I think they said they were in Lake Tahoe or something, and they were talking about releasing something, but that was like before the pandemic or something. I haven't heard anything since then. But this is a really cool release if you can get a hold of it. They might be releasing it eventually. But I had notes. What the frick did I do with my notes? I know you guys are shocked at this professionalism. Yeah, so really hard rock. Sounds like it came from 1986. Really hard rocking. The vocals start out, they're really smooth. They're kind of almost AOR-y. But yeah, a rocking good time. And as it goes on, he starts kind of screaming more, and then he starts just singing all like in a falsetto, which it reminded me of Tom Kiefer from Cinderella. Really strange. Like, if he wasn't doing both things in certain songs, I would think it was a different singer, but it's the same guy. Yeah, just weird how as the tape progresses that he just kind of goes into that voice more. The ballad "Coming Home" it's one of the more cliched power ballads you'll hear. It's kind of funny, but overall this is a really good listen. So if you can find it, I would recommend it. Right. Where are we at? Well, I was gonna go through some what's spinning, but I'll save that for another time. Oh, I got an M to talk about in the what's spinning. I just listened to this. I bought it for the princely sum of $1 Canadian. I'd always known about it, just had never gotten around to hearing it. Yeah, I like Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam. I kind of went through a Pearl Jam phase, so I thought this might be a neat thing to listen to. Holy shit, is this boring. I read that they formed this during rehab, and it sounds like they're all friggin' on a heroin nod. It's just so... I didn't even get through it. I know people love this and think it's a classic and an unsung masterpiece. I don't know, man. Maybe I was in the wrong mood for it, so I'll give it a shot a little bit later. Yeah, what else? I'll talk about The Cure. How about that? I've been listening to The Cure, strangely. I have a bunch of stuff, but I just haven't listened to it in forever. And Maddox Deep Shadows had shown an OG of this that he just got, the debut, Three Imaginary Boys. And then Tony had shown Pornography. Tony had Tainted Lord 87. I was like, I haven't listened to The Cure in forever. And I bought these like deluxe reissue deals. I think I must have bought this and listened to it once and just put it away because I barely remembered it. This is really cool. It's really weird. Not what we would think of as The Cure. It's very, very jangly, very, very post-punk. Yeah, just super interesting. And the bonus disc on here, Rarities 77 to 79, you get some old demos where they were much more punk rock. And yeah, just all in all, I was really stoked to kind of rediscover this. My bitch about these is to me, this should be like the definitive edition, right? Well, around the time they put these out, they also put this out, Join the Dots, the B-sides and Rarities collection. So if it was a B-side, it's on here. So these definitive editions don't have the B-sides, and some of those B-sides are pretty important for The Cure's story. But So if you wanted the whole story, you need this, and you need this, and you're flipping back and forth. But whatever. And then I moved on to 17 Seconds, the second album, which is kind of more like what you would think of as The Cure. Super weird mix. This might be one I didn't listen to very much either. I think we're all guilty of that sometimes. We just buy it and we have it and think, I'll get to it when I'm more in the mood, and then you never get to it. Some of the songs, the vocals are so far back you can barely hear them, but it's not that way in every song. It's very strange. Geez, we're glaring huge tonight. So yeah, just slipcase that looks like the inside. And so the bonus disc on here is the Cult Hero single, which is kind of a little side thing they did, and a lot of live stuff, which you might think, well, who cares? But the live stuff kind of made me appreciate the songs on the album more, because there's not the weird obscuring the vocals over whatever's going on. So it helped me appreciate the songs more. You could hear the song wasn't hidden by whatever they were doing in the studio. So I guess we'll stop there. Hope you enjoyed this. I will be seeing High Spirits probably when this comes out, so I'm pretty stoked for that. And as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Oh, and an injured piss baby. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Later.